Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Welcome to the hillside. Thanks for coming over today. I know it's a busy time of the year. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. And today it's the week between Christmas and New Year, so I thought I would have fun sharing a journal that I finished just before Christmas. And I'm actually going to be putting on the closure. I was going to show it to you without the closure. I thought, well, maybe I'll just bring you along. It has wire in it, but I'm going to take it out. Just trim a little bit of that. And do the same size. This journal is a collage, a journal for no reason. Sort of everything. I'm just pulling out the wire. Take that wire out of there. I hope everyone is doing well and had a really good time. Okay. So I'm going to staple it. I stapled on, very simple, this thrifted lace and gave it a tie. So here's my journal, and I started this in May and finished in December. And I did a few videos on some of the pages, but this came with us to Colorado, and I did some collaging in there. Decorated very, very easily, very simply. The front, I used my my graffiti receipts that I like to make, and I just did some stamping on there. And if I turn it to the back, this was a simple use of some receipt paper that was tea stained. I added some of my fabric scraps and did a doodly flower, and that was the back. Fun little easily put together journal. I will list the videos that coordinate with this journal, so maybe you can get some inspiration. This is completely putting down what I had around me at the time, and I also used some fabric, some glitter paint just for fun. Whatever is around me and how I felt. A lot of this was done at in my little journaling time that I like to do before I go to sleep. This was a fun collage page with some vintage magazines, some more current ones, different mix. Some of these are single, some of these are double spreads. This was a single, all with my leftovers. Some receipts that are plain. Little scrappy plastic. Lots of texture. Doodle flowers. This one I decided to make it in this aspect, this way. Mixed media. Fun whimsical rooms. This was a journaling page. This was on our trip to Colorado though, and I used some of our brochures that we had. Packaging from some shoes that we bought. I had received some happy mail, so I used some of that, and I did some journaling on this piece of paper that had a stamp on it. I practiced. The happy mail was from Brenda Clark. This side, this was also in the box. And then I had my scraps from my desk, added them on here, made this cute little envelope, and that is my journaling spot. Tissue paper for my tab. This was some for my magazines. Just all for fun. Another Whimsical Rooms. Little Asemic writing. This was another Whimsical Rooms. And I put an Altered State magazine style. And here I have a door. And I put the other part of these beautiful birds in here. I had made these two. I had some scrap paper and I collaged on them. And then I had just continued to collage and do some mark making on these two pages. And I thought, well, I'm going to put those on. Did my writing upside down here. These are other fun little scrap busters that I made, these little clusters from squares, or I made squares out of my scraps. I used my number 4 stencil, and then I just continued to make marks with paint, stamps, did my writing. My journaling. This does have its own video. Another fun collage with whatever I happen to have on my desk. Made this tag. Some more tissue paper. Or paper towel tab. Some napkin stencilings, mixed media. This side I did not do anything to the page. I added a little bit of scrap tissue paper and brown baking paper. I had a magazine page that had black on it. I just cut out the word hearts. These were 2 different words. I think it said the arts, and I just made it into hearts and punched out and sewed some hearts together. Had this little scrap and I did my journaling on there. And I had these old photos and I punched them out. And it's just simple. collage on the page. Images that I did some tea staining and some watercolor. I made a snippet roll, and I took a piece of it and made a little spot too, a little tuck spot. Fun scraps. And so my tuck spot is to hold a journaling card, and I happen to have this. This is a journaling card that I had made for my Happy Mail gift that I did a draw on, and I replaced it with a new one that didn't have my own journaling on it. So I thought I'd keep that and put it in here. And that's a perfect spot for that. This side has all kinds of little scraps. Now these are squares. I like to come in at different times, and I just take my scraps and I made some grid style journaling card that is different sizes, but I just added the same in repetitive mode, just the same things, and made a collage. And then I just did some journaling on a scrap piece of paper. The last page, this is all beautiful faces. Most of them are from my Women's Day magazine, and it's 1972. And I loved this silhouette. I cut out these words, your life, and it just speaks to me. And then that is the journal. A fun art journal to create in, to journal in. Nothing fancy, but so fun and effective. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time. And I hope that you had a little bit of inspiration today. Take some time to journal with your arts. A journal that lasted a few months. It was really fun to collect different things in here. And there's also some travel journaling in here, so it's a good memory book. It just helps to document and to share what I was doing this time. And it used a lot of scraps, and that is so fun to me. I hope you're inspired to create, and I hope you have a very happy new year. I'll see you very soon. Stay adventurous and be cozy. Bye for now.